I'll probably like never forget the night that Helene hit. Because it, as you stated, Helene looked very kind of tame, like during the night, like in the early hours, it was dark out, it was a little breezy. Rain bands are kind of like sporadic. They're not hitting us very quick. And then all of a sudden the surge just came up, right? And so all at the same time in the Tampa Bay area, everyone just got inundated at the exact same time. And so in an emergency operations center, again, I talk about our surrounding communities as well. They're all contacting us too. We have municipalities contacting us. We have Pinellas, we have Pasco County. They're all calling for the same mutual aid because now we're all dealing with the exact same thing. And then you have to start having the conversation of, I can't come and help you. I can't send you resources because I'm dealing with the exact same thing. And so that's what the night of Helene looked like shortly after 11 o'clock, 911 system just getting inundated, queuing calls because we have every single unit out in the community responding to calls. Between Sheriff's Office and Hillsborough County Fire Rescue, they did over 500 rescues that night of Helene, pulling people off of roofs. The fact that we didn't have any deaths associated to the actual flooding of that storm is a miracle.
How is that possible? That is a miracle.
It's a miracle.
I have so many stories of family, friends that were flooded out, busting out a window, wading through chest deep water to get to higher ground in South Tampa on Manhattan. All of my neighbors were outside as the water was coming up in our street. The house 1 block south of us caught on fire, flames everywhere. Fire truck couldn't get to it because of the flooding. Like, the fact that everyone was able to get out is an absolute miracle. That is the right word for it. Oddly enough, the storm surge was soft. It was almost like the water came up, receded a little bit, and then came back up. It gets me thinking, can you imagine if that was combined with wave action and with wind like Milton? Can you imagine those two storms together? I think that's the scenario everyone's thinking about now.
And that was the scenario we were preparing for.
Right.
Yeah.
So you guys have an incredible amount of calls that night. What does it look like when the sun comes up?
Devastation. You see, homes completely flooded. Water still hadn't receded in a lot of locations. It was days in some locations of the county that we still really couldn't get to it because it takes time for that water to, go where it needs to. We've obviously seen that with Milton. We still have standing water in locations. It's just a different nature of how the water got there, right? So that storm surge comes with a lot of weight behind it, a lot of currents that are in it, and it's rapid. The flooding with, rivers and lakes and rain, it's accumulative, right? It's building upon itself. And that didn't help the situation with Milton because we were already saturated. Since Helene, the days prior to with the rain cell that we had, it was just a bad storm, literally a storm of various impacts that just built upon itself to make the situation worse.
And so after Helene, right, recovery operations go into play. You're helping people where you can. Some areas are still flooded. There's an insane amount of debris. And then Milton comes on the forecast. What did that mean for your office here when you heard there's another huge storm on the way?
Yeah, I mean, for us, I think today is day 33 that we've been activated. We haven't stopped working in the EOC. And that's with our partners like Josh and others around the county and our external partners that have been assisting us. So with Helene and then seeing Milton coming, you just kind of, I don't know, at that point, you're just kind of like, we're accepting our fate and you got to just get yourself focused back up and you hit the reset button and we go back to, all right, guys, we just did it. We're going to do it again. Follow the same practices. Don't reinvent the wheel. And that's just what we had to do.
Hey, guys, if you want to watch the full episode of this clip, click right here. Make sure to subscribe by clicking right here. Thank you for watching.